Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong and the proud fall
Marine
beneath
Farm
her
is back
displeasure.
again.
What can it
Go
mean?
in peace. Be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children.
Please, it's my daughter. She needs your help.
I have a bit of cleaning up to do down here. However, I would be happy to give a brief lesson in the art of locks. You have done me a good turn, Warswar. Therefore, I am more than happy to...
Please, can't you help?
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong
Filthy
and the proud
refugees?
fall beneath
Don't
her
they know
displeasure.
they don't belong?
Well, a new face. Welcome to the Reedsong Inn. Come in, and Lyria light your way. If you can spare a coin for our troops in the war, well then, all the better. Goodbye, then.
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost didn't notice you. I'm making remarkable progress in my research. You see, I'm writing the definitive biography on General Oriator. I come from the far north. Although we are farther from the action, a war against the Alpha is a war against us all. Without his courage and tactical brilliance, we'd never have driven the Tuatha from the plains. He and General Varlin are why I've come here, to comb the old battlefields for clues of what happened. You might say she was the moon to Oriator's sun. Oh, I know some would take offense to my saying that. All the same, it's true. You shouldn't think all Loselfar are so devoted to Lyria. Where I come from, in the north, we take a much more balanced view. The first was the Battle of Gallifore Plain, then... Oh, don't get me started. Well, the Battle of Gallifore Plain was the first triumph pinned to Oriator's name. Then into Willy, the Dawn March, the War of Parries, Varlane's Gambit, and finally, Oriator's Stand. He died driving the Tuatha from Erethel.
Here's a valiant adventurer come to sleepy Tirin's rest. The war cheer you up and spit you out too? If not, it will. And you'll find yourself in some damn tavern, rotting behind a mug of ale. The old dog died face down into Willy mud. Whatever he was in life, I say that earned his right to be remembered a hero. Just a sorry old remnant of the war. Not sorrier than those damn refugees, the poor sots. It's a fine hill, if you like to sit and rot in your old age. That or praise Lyria's toes morn, noon and night. Let's not to talk of them in this village. Lyria doesn't love them, or so I've heard, and she's not the only one. Irene's her name. Came here going on about old Oriator. Heard I'd fought and seemed set to talk my ears off. So I asked her for a kiss, turned red as a setting sun and went right back to her books. The war? Ha! The war's a grislier beast than these poor fools have dreamt of. All right.
Lyria has guided us through war and famine.
Not a refugee, are you? Don't look it. No Fae, no refugees, not in Tirin's Rest. The priestess guides, and I guard. She lights the path, and I keep a sharp eye for those that stray. I fought in the war, but Priestess Corellon is my general now. Without her guidance, every one of us will be huddled in tents like refugees. They'd have done well to lead a pious life before the war. They think they can come crawling here for a second chance. But it's too late. The wheat has been parted from the chaff. There is nothing for them but to accept their fate as Lyria dealt it. Tuatha, summer, winter, it makes no difference. They're no friend of mortal kind. What do you expect of a thing with no grasp of morality or honor or death? I fought in Gallifore Plain and the War of Paris. Took a wound in Oriata's lance. I served my time, served with honor. Well then.
They don't belong.
Oh, why, hello. Welcome to Brad and Sergrin. What brings the likes of you to our peaceful little town? If it's trade, Aethiof and I are more than happy to have your business. Come again.
vagrants, no beggars, no fae.
Hello.
Hello?
I have heard from Graham how you aided those vagrants. I am disappointed that you did not do what was right. However, all that comes to pass is within Lyria's plan. Time and faith will reveal her vision. When the wall brought Fae to our doors, there was but one righteous Almain, our own Aethiof. That is why we welcomed him and his willful daughter to our home. In the 10 years since war swept across these plains, I have guided this village by Lyria's light and by the wisdom of her teachings. I was a humble student of faith when I heard the call. It was so keen and clear. I left the temple that day to serve my people as I could. Why, Lyria is the goddess of magic and of all good, Alfar. Those who love and cleave to her will prosper, as we have done. Our village is a lesson in Lyria's blessings. Take the two villages, Tirin's Rest and Kuln. When the Tuatha struck this land, which stood strong? That which loved Lyria most. You may visit its ruins on the coast. They are a testament to what befall all who displease my Lady of Fate. Aethiof's daughter and the others who went to resettle there showed great ignorance as to the finality of her will. By my Lady Lyria's grace, I have the power to heal and to cure. We must do what we can for our Alfar soldiers across the water. Mayra, our innkeep, takes donations for the cause. Bless you, child.
Tuatha, Sealy, they're all the same.
The priestess says Lyria spared
Hello, stranger.
Aethiof, but destroyed his faithless village.
Everyone knows Candir's been sneaking off to the Fey pools, but what in Lyria's name is he doing there?
I give the Mela's collection as often as I can.
The people of Rathair hold fast to Lyria, but our faith is purer. Why else could we have passed the war unscathed?
Will no one help me? Please, can't you help? I need someone to travel to the Tawili coast. It's my daughter. Anala led a group of refugees to the town of Kuln. I warned her not to go, but she's always been a strong-willed girl. I should have heard from her by now, and the caravanners say that bands of Tuatha have landed on the coast. If anything happened to Anela, I don't know what I'd do. Please, help me. It's been 10 years since we drove the Tuatha from these lands, and still the refugees are living in tents on the Forsaken Plain. They've talked of resettling Kuln. Anela took up their cause and agreed to lead them there. Oh, it seems I have no choice. If you're willing to go, I'll give you what I can. You will? At last! Mitharu bless you, friend. Anela led the refugees to the ruins of Kuln on the Tawili coast. Look for her there. If she's hurt, bring her back safely. If she's dead... I know what Kuln meant to her. She was just a child when we fled. But this is folly. I'm a merchant, originally of Kulm, and I have seen my share of grief. The village stood alone along the Tawili coast, overlooking the sea. It was one of the first places to fall when the Tuatha invaded. Kulm has been abandoned for years, and it's a place best forgotten. Anela was determined to rebuild it, though. This is my adopted home. The people have been good to me here. But there is no use talking to them of certain things. I gave up trying long ago. Even though the Tuatha army is held inside Cluricon, small groups can sneak through the mountains and across the water. It's happened before. If the rumors are true, Anella and the refugees will be right in the path of any raiders. It's the land that lies along the western edge of the Forian Strait. The coast bore the brunt of the Tuatha invasion 10 years ago. The ruins lie south of Rathia and the old battleground. If there's trouble, the settlers may have hidden, possibly in the village. Please, find my daughter.
Has gone on too long.
Gwalchmaze is just too expensive.
They say old Abergast, the captain of the watch, corrupt and murdered.
But she does die.
Min the Grinner has been known to toss the dice now and then for a high enough
Fancy
price.
The traveler's life. Nothing finer. Not in Rathia, not anywhere, my friend. Why, the way is right there, where the red gold flags are flying. You'll find fine musicians, mesmerizing dancers. Fine lads and lasses all. None of the mischief you might have heard tell of. Not here. A fine city for what it is. A bit dull and proper, mind you. And the city watch don't take kindly to fun of any kind. Free of foot and light of heart we are. They might barter, trade, and whisper secrets up in Rathia town. But it's to Moon Camp they come for dance and laughter and song.
Good tidings.
Mayor's all right as the leader of Mooncamp, but Irian's an odd one. Min the Grinner has been known to toss the dice now and then, for a high enough prize.
Volga Dono's put out another request for court materials. Here he's even paying this time.
What a lovely night.
Did you think the whole army was across the water in Cluricon? No, I'm afraid some of us are stuck here in Dol Arn and Rathia. Used to belong to House Arn, but that soft sot that inherited wanted nothing to do with it. His loss, the army's gain. The Freemen are a rogue group of our own soldiers who have grown disenfranchised by the war and decided it's easier to cause trouble at home than to keep the Tuatha at bay. I know they're as cooped up there as we are here, but someday that siege will lift. I want to be there when it does. While it's true we Alpha lead, many humans proudly fill our ranks. All mortals unite against the damned Tuatha Fae. They're not mortal for one, nor sane either. I've seen them firsthand.
the freeman there.
They found me! Have mercy. Make it quick. Thank Mitharu. I thought I'd die here, the last of Coln's settlers, alone. She promised we'd rebuild Coln. Should have known that was impossible. Can't blame her. We chose to come here, hoping that war was far enough gone that we might rebuild. All around you. This was Coln. It might have been again, but now everyone is gone. Damn Tuatha. After 10 years spent wandering the plains, we thought we could rebuild our homes. How could we be so wrong? When we arrived, there was nothing here. Then, like a second dawn march, they were everywhere. Why do they hate us? They're not like the other Fae. It was after the Tuatha's first defeat in Erethal. They were scattered, but regrouped south of Tawili. Under cover of night, they marched north, and with the dawn attacked Rathir. General Telera's forces cut them off and drove them back into the sea. Anella and the foragers were out when the Tuatha came. It was a massacre until they returned and drove them off. She and the others set off for Verki, where Anella said they came from. If you've got any hope of finding her alive, you'll get there quickly. Anyone who could fight had left to forage. When the Tuatha finally came, there was no one to resist. Stronghold in southern Tawili, mostly destroyed during the war. Verki, head south through the narrow pass, then turn east. If you want to help her, you better go now.
Taxing through swamp and ice, desert and wood, was the exodus from frozen lands. Upon each hill the priestess sang, and closer to Erethel they came. The people walked in groups, the future houses of Rathir, planning the lives of gold and silver, music and laughter. Lush fields and streams Tiryn described to farmers, the first makers of the bread and food we eat today. The mages that awaited Lyria's touch now reap her power.
Right in.
countrymen then.
Jagged cliffs, angles meeting the swollen sea, treacherous to the ungainly Alfar, was the homeland our people took. I have seen the places upon the hillside our ancestors forged from sea-sculpted stone. Wykreował, the bluffs of Tawili, were settled near the light of the heavens that glittered brightest, gazing towards Lyria's teardrop, the earth steeple rising to meet her magnificence.
Die, Tuatha!
I appreciate the help, but my work here isn't done. Unless you're going deeper into Verki, I'll take my leave. What did my father say of me? I can look after myself, though I'm grateful for your help all the same. I should have sent word, but I wanted to give him good news from Colne, tell him things had gotten better. But they never did, and it's my fault that the refugees were lost. After 10 years, we thought we could rebuild. I led them here, and here they died. The idea was mine, as is the blame. Those of us who could defend ourselves went out to find supplies. The rest stayed and helped in the ruins. Tuatha picked us off, one by one. We were out looking for supplies. Came home to find Tuatha attacking the village. All those people dead, at the hands of those monsters. We drove off the first group, but they just kept coming. The survivors scattered. I left to find where the Tuatha had come from. Most of this place fell in the war, but it appears the lower levels were mostly unharmed, lucky for us. I'm not going back until the work is done. You'll just have to help. They're coming in through the water gates in the depths of this place. They must have found them. That's their way in. We see Tuatha crawling out of here every time we pass. As for the gates, I remember them from when I was a child. Before the Tuatha came. Unexpected, but thank you. With you here, we just might make it. Let's go. At the bottom, of course. They were used to let boats in. You can be sure we'll find more Tuatha along the way. Are we going? Let's keep moving. Are we going? Gate lever! There! The gate lever! There! They can't get in this way anymore. Let's go. It's finished. Return with me. If I know my father, he'll want to thank you in person. Are we going?
Has anyone seen Candia lately?
I will never forget what you have done for me. And Anella. No thanks could ever be enough, but please, accept this humble reward. Not a bird to be caged, I'm afraid. Still, I hope her time on the Tawili coast has opened her eyes to the realities of the world. Just an old merchant with his share of grief, but his share of fortune, too. I have a home here in Tirin's Rest, and my daughter by my side. I, too, dream of seeing Culm rebuilt, but I fear it will be years past this war's end before such a thing could be.
old Noreen farm is back again. What can it mean?
Well.
Has anyone seen Candia lately?
Greetings.
You're well, I hope?
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive. Yet those she holds dear prosper and thrive. Yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure.
Can I help
Go
you?
in peace. Be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children. Those she holds dear prosper and thrive. Yet the strong and the proud
It's safe
fall
from here
beneath
to
her
Rathir,
displeasure.
but don't go south.
Go in peace. Be
Ah, yes. What can I do for you? Come again.
Where would we be without Priestess Coralon?
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive. Yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure. Go in peace. Be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children.